Well, we're in Klamath Falls at the hotel, motel, and I'll be darned if there aren't some tracks over there. I know nothing about railroading in Klamath Falls, but that looks like an empty grain train, maybe. Nope. Not so fast, Mr. Know-It-All. When we got here yesterday, I saw tracks around town, but it was almost dark. And when we went and had dinner, it was dark. So I didn't have a chance to really see anything. And I thought I heard a train last night. This must be a no-horn town because I have heard no horns, and maybe they don't have any crossings. I don't know. But, yeah. Woke up this morning, and as soon as I woke up, because I don't know, it was about 6 when I woke up, and heard I said, that's a train, because the truck stop around the corner here. What I heard, no, it wasn't a truck, that's a train. That's right. And there's the last of him. All right, the only train I've shot so far on this whole trip. This is the place we stayed, America's Best Value Inn and Suites. It was nice, comfortable, clean. I slept very well last night, which is the first night on this entire trip that I have slept well. And, yeah. But, yeah, it's a little overcast. It's cool. Feels really nice. And they don't have a coffee maker in the room. So I'm going to walk up to the truck stop over there and get some coffee. I don't do this very often, but we are at Starvin' Marvin's in Klamath Falls. This is what I got. This is called the Klamath Breakfast. If I had any idea it was going to be this much, I'd ordered the baby size, but this is great. Hash browns, scrambled eggs, patty, sausage, smothered in gravy. And I thought I was ordering a biscuit that would be under this, but I got a whole side of biscuits. I'll never eat all this, but I'm going to try. Jennifer got a club sandwich and some fruit, the size of that thing. Crazy. But this place is really, really, really good. And the thing on the, haven't got our check yet. It doesn't matter how much it costs, but the thing said it was one of the least, not one of the more expensive places, but this is really, really, really good. Everybody else here is enjoying their stuff too. Yeah, just if you're in Klamath Falls and you want some breakfast or some lunch, it's only open 8 to 2. So come on in and get yourself a big old oaky meal. It's really, really good. Well, it seems that we sat there for more than 5 minutes and didn't move. It's probably longer than that. Well, we got hosed at Lassen and we got hosed at Crater Lake. Traffic was backed up miles from the gate and at a dead stop. And Crater Lake's really cool, but as I told Jennifer, I really don't know that it's cool enough for that kind of wait. The north entrance to the park is closed for some reason, and so that pumps a lot of more people down here. I don't know what's going on with the north entrance. Maybe snow, but the last time we were up here, there was a lot more snow than this up here, and the north entrance was opened then, so I don't know, maybe road construction again or something. But yeah, disappointed. Jennifer never been there, but we decided we'll come up here sometime in the fall, do an Oregon trip. There's a lot of cool stuff to see in Oregon, and let's come up here and do it then. But now we just got to make sure we don't get hit head on by all these people going around, all these bicycle riders. We encountered a whole bunch of them coming up. club of them, supported by a big van down the road a little ways. But since I didn't get to share Crater Lake, which I'll put a link in the description below of the last trip I took up here when I came up here with my buddy Kenny, and check that out if you haven't seen it, or if you've never seen Crater Lake. Some pretty good videos that day. We'll come up here again sometime, as I said. In the meantime, enjoy some of the pines. This is the road that goes up to Crater Lake from turn off on 97, yet up on Highway 62, and this is 62. So it's a nice drive. And a whole bunch of people that are probably going to be just as disappointed as us. But you know what? I'm not going to let it get to me. I'm not going to let it get to us. We'll go find some other cool stuff to do. It is 12:40. I think we're about an hour and a half from Medford. We've got all kinds of time to go do things, so we'll check it out. All right. Well, the heck with Crater Lake. We came down, and I decided, I didn't think that Train Mountain was open on weekdays. I thought it was only open on weekends. And I was just going to pull in here and show Jennifer some of the static displays, but I'll be doggone if they're not open and giving train rides. And so we're going to walk around, look at some of the static displays, and then they'll give us a call when they have a ride ready, and we'll take a little trip on the trains. I'll put the link in the description below of the trip I did here in 2022 with Kenny. That was a special trip because it was after hours. It was kind of a VIP thing, not for me, but for there were a few other people involved. And gosh, we rode for about 2 hours that day. They took us all over the place. If I remember correctly, they have 26 miles of main line and 11 miles of storage tracks. So yeah, it's a pretty extensive place. So let's check out some of these static displays while we're waiting for them to give us a call. Right. We are being pulled by a Black Widow, and I'm not sure of the. Did you know that I'm not that conversant with locomotive types? It's the high nose, whatever those were.
Welcome everybody, and welcome back for the few that have been here before. I think Train Mountain is a very special place, and I'm glad to be able to share it with you here today. It's in the Guinness Book of World Records as the largest miniature railroad in the world. Now we're on a campus that's almost 4 miles by 2 miles, 2,200 acres, 37 miles of track. There's the statistics, cold statistics. We have over 1,000 switches, right? You know what a switch is? It's like a fork in the road. You can go this way or that way. Most of our switches, you use your foot to tap it from one alignment to another. However, during the busy areas like this, congested, where you can get traffic jams, and we do from time to time, we have close to 100 switches that are computer controlled. So we can set them which way it's going to go right from here. Let me explain how this will make more sense. We've got two lights over here, red over white. Now, the top light's for main line, which is what we're on and we want to stay on. So I know I have to throw the track, the switch. So I'm going to do that. This button is about to die. Yep. All right, when that top light turns green, we'll be able to proceed through it. Yep. Now, as soon as we go through that light, it will return to red again, and that's to prevent tailgaters. We want to have a safe distance between the trains so that this never happens. So I have to go a certain distance around the track before our light will turn to green again, allowing another train to occupy the same track as us.
And that is the turntable and the storage tracks. Every 3 years they have a triennial here where hundreds of people bring their locomotives, steam, diesel, whatnot, from all over the world. This place is so cool.
This is the participation part of the tour. Press the very top button that says Panama Canal. Wait till it comes into reach. Right. Now we're watching for the top light to turn green. Thank you.
Jennifer the dispatcher. High green. Static displays they have here. I believe that's a spreader, Jordan spreader there, and that's an old spreader. Rotary snow blower. And this is the crossing when you enter the park. This one has full-size gates. Madero Wineries.
How fast I'm going by counting the seconds that elapse from the time I pass this sign to the next one up there. What's printed on them is, top line is the division, which is like the neighborhood, the region of the railroad that we're on. Big number is a mileage marker. In case we get lost, I can tell where we are. We're broken down. The bottom number is about grade. Now it's got a plus sign in front of it, so it says we're going up. A minus sign would mean we're going down. It's in a percentage. This one here is 0.92, so it's almost a 1% grade. 1% grade means if you go 100 feet, we're going to change elevation a foot. 2% is 2 feet per 100. Most of the real railroads don't like to go much over 2.2%. Because it just gets too expensive for fuel to drag them up and burning up brakes to bring them down again. So, and they also are good information for people here. Say you've just brought your train from Kansas and you've never run on a hill before. Much easier to manage your speed when you can see these signs in advance.
A couple of bridges, and these are working bridges. It looks like it hasn't been used in a while. Got an Amtrak stored up there. Another line up there. I don't know exactly how many subdivisions they have up here, but they have a bunch of them. I was looking at the map earlier. Before we leave, I'll check that out and let you know. But there is a whole bunch of railroad up here. And as he said, I think I missed that one, but he said this is 8th scale. Right now, according to the last mile post that went by, we were on a 3.7% downgrade. Now it's down to 2.5. Back to 3.23. And this is steep. Let's see. I can't remember if I mentioned it, but when I told David, who was the engineer last time I was here, what route we took last time, he said, take a different route so we could see some different stuff. So that'd be fun. Interlocking. People do camp up here while they operate their trains. It's my understanding. Some people just leave their stuff here, come up and operate their trains when they can. Cool cantilever bridge, signal. Have a bunch of them. We had the one at Tehachapi like that. We had one at Sandcut. We had one at Fresno and one at Delano. Mainline meat. At the Colton Cement Company. Yardmaster's Tower. I do remember this tunnel. I think we were going the other way though. Maybe. Nah, we were going this way. Headed back into the yard, so I guess this is the end of the ride coming up. Like I said, when we were here last time, it was a VIP thing, and we literally rode. It was a couple of hours. We did a bunch of stops and photo ops and all kinds of stuff, and it was really cool. So was this, though. I'm glad we got to do this.
being the biggest. This will give you a sort of idea. Here we are at the station with the big turntable there, right? Okay, now here, I shake a lot. Here is that turntable on this map. All of this down the hill here is what we didn't get to see on this trip today. We went part way down that hill, came right back up again. Now when you realize how much further these tracks go, which is like a 5-hour round trip, we don't take rail tours up that far. But if you're a private member, you want to run your trains, you run your trains whenever, wherever you want to. We're working on developing an excursion on rare occasions. I haven't really evolved that yet. Yeah. So thank you all for coming out. Well, hey, what was your favorite part? Was the tunnel pretty neat? Tunnel kind of cool. It's cool in there, huh? Yeah. Yeah. That's all good.
Thank you, David.
Keep your badges on until you're ready to leave.
All right, well, that concludes our ride at Train Mountain. Jennifer, what did you think of Train Mountain?
It was better than Crater Lake, and I never got to see Crater Lake, but I'm glad we came here.
Me too. I'm really glad it was open. It was just kind of a shoot from the hip, spur of the moment thing, as many of my videos are, as you know. But yeah, it was fun. Didn't get to do the big long ride. I don't know how distance-wise how much we went that last time, but it was quite a ways. But doesn't matter. It was fun, enjoyable. The weather's nice. So yeah, we're gonna head north, maybe over to Roseburg. See, I've been through it, but I heard they have a neat railroad museum. I don't know if that's true. We're gonna find out. We don't have to be in Medford till tonight, so we're going to head on up the road. Right, we are. What's the name of the road? Which road are we on? 230, is that what you said?
I think it's...
After we left Train Mountain, instead of going back down south to Klamath Falls and across Medford that way, which would have been shorter, decided to just come up, make a drive of it, and go on a road that neither of us ever been on before. Yeah, this part of it's been really, we turned onto this road, pretty scenic. Now it's just a lot of trees now, but a lot of mountains you can see. We're on the back side, or the top side of Crater Lake right now. Creek Lake Bridge.
How they lost this lake, I don't know. It's pretty big to lose.
They just lost the creek that makes it fill up.